jet. Yeah, boom rock with a block. I can't really rock. Teardrop on my homie fit, he got a body. No DM, I'm her MCM on Instagram. My skin peanut butter color, inside weapons really jet. Yeah, boom rock with a block. I can't really rock. Teardrop on my homie fit, he got a body. No DM, I'm her.
Hello everyone, this is Crimson, your favorite fiery whatever. Today I'm doing the final and last part of what Deku had a lion quirk. After what happened at the US jail, they decided to take a week-long break so they can cope about what happened. But for Deku, he asked Aizawa to train him how to use that scarf of his. But the only request he had was that his scarf he wants to train with could be red. As I said, yes, confusingly because he never had anyone ask him to train them before. So for a whole week, Aizawa and Deku trained with that scarf and sparred in martial arts. After that week was over, Aizawa said they're going to do a sports festival so they can prove that UA is still strong enough to hold their own. So they had another week to train for the sports festival. So Aizawa and Deku trained even harder for that week. And when the sports festival finally come, Izuku was really pumped to you can say be in these challenges, even though he knows these are not clearly not enough of a challenge for them. Since Izuku was the one who was supposed to give a speech, he gave an inspiring and etiquette speech, and became a savage when he ended. I hope my bite doesn't scare you off. As they all cheered and got a little annoyed because he said the word, hope my fangs doesn't hurt, or whatever I said before. Then when they got to the tunnel, Izuku got on all fours, making himself look like more of a lion than he already does. Then by the time midnight said go, Izuku immediately run like there's no tomorrow, avoiding every robot and destroying every two-pointer and three-pointers he can find, without even thinking for himself. As Izuku then did a bicycle kick to a three-pointer upside the head. When Izuku was at those cliff ropes things, Izuku jumped to platform and landed on his feet. As Professor Mike said, "Whoa, Aizawa, looks like you have a prodigy in your class." As Mike said, everybody, Izuku Midoriya, the beast of UA. Let's see if he can back up his talk about his fangs. As Professor Mike ended with a joke said, I guess we was right. Cats always land on their feet. When Izuku landed to the start of the mines, Izuku decided to do something cool. He activated the mines by roaring at them to give him more speed, thus making him win and gain the 10 million points. As Izuku then roared again at victory and dominance. As President Mike said, "Everybody, we have a winner!" As they get to the cavalry battle, Midnight explained like in Canada how the winner would have got 10 million points for getting first place in the race. Everybody gave Izuku the same death stare for winning the 10 million points. When Izuku said, "Okay, I'm done with this," as he let out a whole bunch of bloodlust that could even scare Ichiro Hanma. As everybody just looked back and not even try to make eye contact or make Izuku even angrier. As he was trying to get some people on his team, but literally nobody wants to be on his team. Since no one wants to be on his team, he asked Midnight, can he do this alone? As Midnight said, whoa, little furry, aren't you a little cocky to be doing that? As Izuku said, I'm not a furry and I'm not cocky. I'm prideful. As Midnight said, okay kid, I hope this doesn't hurt your pride. As Midnight said, since nobody wants to be on your midoriya's team, you would take on every single one of class 1A, 1B, and C all together. As Izuku said, that's right. My only request is all of you show me your full power, and I will show you my full strength. As Bakugo said, huh, you cocky bastard, you really think you can take on a whole army? As Izuku said, I have a new technique I want to try out, but if you are too scared, I guess I would take this win. As everybody got mad, said, oh yeah, we'll show you, you dumb lion brat. As Izuku just cracked his neck and said, okay, if you come at me. As everybody ran at him until Izuku did something. It was this. When Izuku sit down and meditate, exactly how you see in this picture, everybody felt a heavy presence of a demon right in front of them. And when they keep on looking at Izuku, they see a crimson red aura, and Izuku says meditating there. When they all try to throw a punch at Izuku, his aura is so strong it knocked everybody out of the ring, making Izuku the winner of the 10 million point steal and the cavalry battle. As Izuku said, was that all you got? As everybody said, okay, you win. As it was time for the 1v1 battle. First, it was Shinzo versus Deku. Deku didn't waste any time talking, so Izuku just run up and punch and kick so Shinzo right in the head. As Izuku said, when this is over, I want to train you so you can use your physical body and mind. As each opponent he got to, they all fall. He was like, everybody thought he was like a god because nobody can take him. As now we get to our favorite fight, Izuku versus Todoroki. Todoroki gave him the whole rundown about his life. As Izuku said, that doesn't mean you can't use your fire. Use your fire because you know it's yours, and your ember will burn brighter than his. When Todoroki's fire got fireside activated, as Todoroki said, "Yes, I promise I won't let you down, Izuku." As they started to fight, then Izuku and Todoroki decided to go all out. As Izuku and both Todoroki decided to go all out with their full power, Izuku was very diligent about how to use his ice and fire. Actually, no, he was bad at using his fire since he never learned how to use it. But Izuku took that to his advantage, even his ice. Izuku broke in the ice and melted it with his own fire, then kicked Todoroki in the stomach, back, and knees. And every time Izuku does this, Todoroki was always landed in the middle of the ring. But they keep on fighting and fighting. Even though he felt like he was fighting for hours, when Izuku just said, "Come on, man, you've been doing this for 20 minutes. You're stronger than this." As Todoroki said, "You're right." As Todoroki put both ice and fire together and made it a cold flame. Then he shot it at Izuku. Izuku was too quick though. And they see how brutal they're fighting. And when they about to do their final strike, the next thing they saw was smoke. And when the smoke cleared, Izuku was the only one standing, with his fist rising up, with Todoroki. Okay, as I was saying, after the smoke cleared, Izuku was the only one standing in the middle of the ring, with his fist raising up, and with Soto outside of the ring, broken. When I say broken, I mean physically broken. So that means Izuku got the first place in the sports festival, where the League of Villains wants to put Izuku in the ranks. After the sports festival, the rest of the few days went on as normal, until one day, Izuku and everyone else in Class 1A had to pick hero names. Everybody picked their hero names as in canon, but Izuku said, "I'll be the beast hero, leave." As everybody said, "Leave," as in the Russian word for lion, as Izuku said, "Yep." As everybody just nodded, saying, "Yeah, that makes sense." As they all picked what they want to go as their internships. But the day before their internships, they have to meet some people via the strongest three in all of UA, the big three. Like in canon, Miro fought everybody in Class 1A. But when Izuku stepped in the ring, Izuku automatically beat Miro down because He knows he can't aim for the lower part of the neck, but always for the upper half of the neck. So, so not even 5 seconds, Miro had lasted with Izuku, as the other members of the Big Three was in shock because no one has ever been in Mirio. As Izuku said, I win. As Mirio gave his speech as in canon, but saying Izuku has more battle experience. As they went off to go on to their internships, everything went down as in canon. But by the time Izuku saw Overhaul, Izuku didn't fall for Overhaul's trick, so Izuku just punched Overhaul in the face, picked up Area, and took him to the heroes. Automatically, Eri was very in love, was very, very happy to be with Izuku as a little sister. And as for the battle with Overhaul, that didn't happen in canon since Izuku already got him arrested. And now for the capping arc. Yeah, the capping strip arc. When they have to do their test, the mental part, Izuku passes with flying colors, unsurprising, and he decided to take on Aizawa alone for his final. All the teachers accepted, and when it was time for Izuku versus Aizawa decided to go use his hand-to-hand combat skills and his scarf. But Izuku was too quick and smart and fast for the sleepy hero. And after 19 minutes of them fighting, where more like Izuku is only more like Izuku manslaughtering Aizawa, Izuku passed the finish line, making him the winner. After all that, he gets to go to the training camp. And when Mandalay and the other one saw Izuku, Mandalay automatically started going for a kiss. But Izuku just put his paw on Mandalay's face and said, I'm flat what you're about to do, but I'm gonna respectfully decline. As Mandalay say, my God, your paws are soft. And this is for a guy of your body. As Izuku said, always make time to moisturize. As Izuku got on all fours and jumped off the cliff where 1A was at. As everybody said, Izuku, wait! As Mandalay pushed him off the cliff like in canon. And Izuku was like a one-man army against those monsters. Mandalay was both angry and impressed with Izuku. So after all that, their training begins. And if you ask what they have for dinner, Izuku says ate nothing but raw fish that was still alive. Everybody thought that was just weird. Then after that, the first day of training began. As Izuku was eating and killing and finding bears, rhinos, and crocodiles. As Taki said, this is not even the training regimen we gave you, but keep going, you're doing good. As Mandalay said, Tiger, as Saki was interrupting by saying, I have no idea either. As Class 1B was seeing what Izuku was doing and said, what's that kid even doing to himself? As Vlad can say, I don't know. As Monimum said, he's a normal voice, Dracula. After all that, and up to the final night, the attack happened as in canon. The fight with Muscular, well, Izuku took his other eye. And Kota liked Izuku earlier than in canon. So yeah, he was more open towards Izuku, not even knowing it. Then Izuku took him back to Aizawa where he can be safe. But he wasn't captured to the villains. But Bakugo was. And luckily, Izuku put a tracking device on one of the Nomus before they can escape. After a week, Izuku made a plan of how they're gonna save them. And before you all say in the comments, I skipped Ida's revenge scene with Stain. That didn't happen since Stain was already beaten by Izuku, and he didn't want to be a villain killer and a hero killer anymore. He's now the number 12 hero. Anyway, back to the story. Izuku made the plan clear. When everybody got into their fake villain suits, everybody saw Izuku's villain suit and they all see this. As Izuku did this and said, what do you guys think? As everybody said, to be honest, that's how we expect you to look like if you became a villain instead of a hero. As Izuku said, that's to be expected. And as for the rescue thing, it was 100% a success. And as for Other One was beaten brutally, without a second thought. Because Izuku was stronger and faster and smarter, making him the ultimate weapon against the forces of evil like Other One. Then Izuku took everybody to the hospital to get them checked out. And when they were traveling to the hospital, Izuku pulled out a interesting fruit that looked like this. Izuku said, I'd like you to say hello to my lunar fruit. As he was just playing a elegant song called the Lunar Lullaby. Everybody felt really tired and decided to take a very deserved nap. As Izuku said, good night everyone. After all that, they all awakened and they found out they were all completely healthy. So after all that, Izuku saved the Hero Society. Years have passed, and Izuku have already became the number one hero. And Izuku said, well, it was my honor of becoming your hero. As Izuku just bowed. And that's why I'm going to end this finale off. I am Crimson, your favorite fiery whatever. And I like to thank you all for joining joining me in this beautiful what if. But now it has to end. I'm Crimson, and I see you next time. If you want to see more what ifs, find me on my Discord that is in the link in the description. And where I hear all of your ideas and see what type I can do. If I don't get to all of them, start commenting it on my YouTube channel or on my recent what ifs. I promise to get to you as soon as I can. Bye bye now.